we're gonna make this quick, guys. I got 5 o'clock games. I still can get home and have dinner. I don't want to eat. I don't like to eat past 8 o'clock. So they say that's not good for you.
Well, do you want to open up with an opening statement or just take questions?
I'll take questions. How about that?
All right, let's do that. So first up is Mr. Pat Rennie.
Hey, Tad. Excuse me. The two guys we just talked to were Tristan and Jariah, two guys that weren't here the last couple of years. Just wondering how much, your older guys want to get a little back at Oregon State for the last two games here.
Yeah, we talked about it as a staff, and our older guys let them know. But, yeah, look, again, tonight's game had nothing to do with the last couple of years. But our guys were dialed in. They were ready, and they knew that we needed to take care of this game because this was a separation game. They had 5 losses in the league play. We've got 4. So if we don't win tonight, we both have 5, and we're falling back in the pack. And now they've got 6. We still have 4, and we're going to be faced with the same thing on Thursday against Stanford. So, February, it's kind of a separation month. You either play yourself into the top half or the middle or the bottom half, and we want to be in that top half, and we want to compete for a championship. For us to do that, we have to win on Thursday. But tonight was a good win. Our bench was great. Tristan obviously played well. Jariah played well. You score 78 points, and you shoot 55% from the field, and Evan and McKinley combined for 7 points. You got some firepower.
Justin Guerrero.
Had 18 assists for you guys tonight. Yeah. Just how pleasing was it to see that kind of ball movement, that kind of presence in the offensive zone? And is that also indicative of the guys maybe just finding a few more holes in that zone defense that's been pesky the last couple of years?
Yeah, and I thought we did a good job, especially coming out of halftime, of cutting. Eli Parquet early in the second half got a couple cuts down the lane, and he's our best cutter. And we found him, and our guys made good passes. Now, the 18 assists, obviously we'll take it every night. That easily could have been in the 20s if we don't turn it over 13 times. I think the turnovers tonight was something. And the offensive rebounding, again, 12 offensive boards. We end up +1 on the glass. If we hit our number of 6 or less, we're +7 or 8, so which is where we want to be. So we have to continue to get to be a better defensive rebounding team. I thought our field goal percentage defense, 32%. We'll take that every night. We got 3 kills each half. So some good things happened. But, again, guys, we caught Oregon State, third game in 6 days. They had to travel after playing Saturday. We did not get their best shot. They're a better team than they played tonight, and we know that. They know that. That's the same team that beat Oregon at Oregon, that beat USC at home. So we're going to see a different Beaver team in Corvallis in a couple weeks, I promise you.
You did force them into a season-high 20 turnovers, by the way. Neil Welk.
Hey, Tad, we talked last week a little bit about finishing possessions and then closing it out. You had a 13-point lead at the half. Did you feel like your guys took that to heart tonight?
Yeah, I do. The way we came out and got 2 buckets right away and pushed that thing to 17, and then we kept every media timeout saying we want to win this next 4. We had one, stretch there, I think from the 16 to the 12 where we were -2. And then we challenged our guys, and they responded. That was good to get some guys in the game there. Luke O'Brien and Neek and Alex Stroding. Big Will got in the game there at the end. So, and we got Keyshawn some minutes, which we're going to need our bench as this season unfolds. So it was good team victory, and you wish they could all be like that, but that's not the case. It sure won't be that way on Thursday night in Palo Alto.
Jake Shapiro.
Tad, generally speaking, the way Jariah scores just always seems to be within the offense and just within the flow. The way he's added efficiently to your guys' offense this year, can you just kind of walk me through that?
Yeah, and I think, Jake, the key word there in your question / comment was efficiency. I mean, Jariah's a very efficient player. He's got the ability to make tough shots and bad shots, and not everybody has that. We don't want him taking, tough shots. I thought he took a turnaround jumper there in the lane the second half where we got a little quick given the time and score. But Jariah is a crafty offensive player. We want him to be aggressive. He's a guy you can't, you just can't put a lot of hindrances on his game because he is so creative and crafty that you want him to play free and you want him to play his game. But you also got to make sure the shot selection is key. And I think that's the key with Jariah and with Maddox as they come off the bench, and with Keyshawn, any bench player, is shot selection. When they come off and take good shots, good things happen. When they come off and force things and take quick or contested shots, usually good things don't happen. So Jariah's done a really good job of that. He's a really mature player.
Back to Pat Rooney.
Hey, Tad, obviously with a busy week here, and I know Evan and McKinley have been a little banged up. Any benefit to those guys as some of your regulars having fewer minutes today?
Absolutely. I went down to McKinley, 12 minutes to go, asked him how he was feeling. You want to go? He's like, yeah, I'll take the rest of the night off. And Evan just, that ankle's just not where we need it to be. So certainly both those guys are banged up. We need them healthy as we head down the stretch here. So, tomorrow, because we have 3 games this week, we're going to take tomorrow off and use it as an individual improvement day. Some guys will get in and shoot jump shots. Some guys will get a workout in. Some guys will shoot free throws. Some guys will get treatment. Whatever it is they need to get better, that's what tomorrow is for. It's not going to be a team practice like we normally would. My goal is to keep this team fresh mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally, as we head through February, because this has been a long year and a trying year on everybody. And, again, I don't want to make excuses for Oregon State, but you just never know what team's going to show up sometimes, just given the psyche of the young people and all they're going through, with this pandemic and COVID. And so we're gonna try to stay fresh and take care of business.
Anything else? I'm going to close with this number for you, Coach. Oregon State has scored back-to-back 5 times.
There you go. I like it.
Colorado did it 20 times.
Dave, you're an amazing statistician, man. That's why
Have a good dinner.
That's why I love you. Oh, I'm gonna have a good dinner now. See ya.